going. And shout out to Hoops Jargon, man. I'm gonna add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoops Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
Shout out to Hoop Jargon. Shout out to
Hoop
the
Jargon,
family.
man. Shout out to Boxden.com. Shout out to Most Sports Talk Radio. Shout out to CN.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, thank y'all for listening. I've been talking. You guys ain't been hearing what I'm saying. So salute everybody, man. Y'all tell me, let's do a check-in real quick, man. Tell me where you from, where you tuning in from. Tell me what you think about the series so far, man. It's been a great series. Bro, I've been legit talking this whole time. and I've been on mute. Holy cow, I've been on mute. So far, I think of this series, man. Jason Tatum has come out of his slump. Jaylen Brown's cooled off a bit. And as Coach Emi Udoka will say, you out there. I am, bro. I'm just sitting there just talking. Come on, man. I'm over here streaming like a rookie, man. Come on. I should know better. All right. So let's anybody want to join the stream and talk about the series? This has been a great series so far, man. I know we only a game and a quarter, a game and a half in, but to have Boston come in and show so much poise, being so young, I gotta like it. And what I was saying when I was muted is your boy Jordan Poole is kind of showing his immaturity. Now, not saying so much of him swiping at Buddy, you know, where he got the technical foul that got called back, but you start seeing him rushing shots, and that shows a sign of immaturity. So I gotta point that out because a lot of people want to say, oh, well, you know, he's going to replace Clay, which he very well may. He's 22 years old. But you are kind of seeing the difference between a savvy player and a guy who's trying to do too much. I have to say that. So shout out to everybody, man. Y'all drop a y'all let me know where y'all from, man. I dropped that link if you want to hop on. We're going to cover the game from this point going forward. Shout out to all 7 people. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. We going to get it in, goddammit. We going to get it in. Man, that MetaQuest. I don't know if y'all see these commercials, man. That metaverse, y'all be on the lookout, man. That's going to be some new stuff dropping, man. Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg, man. He got this new game down to a T. He just does. NCSU dog, Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to North Carolina building. Go ahead and raise up. Shout out to P. Pablo. So I like what's going on with the Warriors. Again, I love them so much. I'm not a fan, but they move the ball around so great. In my opinion, so far, Boston is hitting a lot of hero shots. And I just wonder how far that goes throughout the entire game. You understand what I'm saying? So I think the stat last game, they had like 30 some odd open looks. And that kind of thing can lead to, you know, an easy victory or what have you. So I want to see how this goes this game when Golden State improves upon that. That's crazy. I was talking early. Shout out to you, dog, man. Always showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, my guy. White called. Yeah. White is doing this damn thing, man. Defense. Oh, Jason Tatum with a deep 3. Oh my God, what a 3! Yes, sir. Jason Tatum with the deep 3 ball. 43-45. I know it's doing 46-45, so that means they're gonna do something else. But Otto Porter, ball up top, passes to Draymond Green in the short corner. As Andrew Wiggins up top, move, step back, no good. White with the rebound. Coming up, Boston Celtics have numbers. Steph Curry defending, you know, not the best defender in the world. Switch with the ball screen from Al Horford. Deflect out of bounds by Andrew Wiggins. That will be Celtics ball. Celtics ball. Man, I hate my stream is behind, but you guys can hear my commentary. But look at the game stream so you can have both of those at your disposal. And shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Thank y'all so much, man. I'm gonna start doing these more. I usually don't have Sundays off from work, but today I called in, but I was doing some stuff. I just moved. White from 3, bang! 46-45, Golden State Warriors down 1 point to the Boston Celtics. Man, Derek White, man, looked like a dude that hang out outside of Ross and TJ Maxx asking you for quarters. But shout out to that young brother doing his damn thing in the NBA Finals. NCCU dog says that's what Boston needs to do. Work Tatum in the post more. Make Golden State double. Absolutely. Because they are exploiting. They are definitely causing matchup problems. So Steph Curry with the steal. Oh, nice. No-look pass up top. Back to Draymond Green, who gets, he fakes a dribble handoff. Wide open layup. That makes 47-46 Golden State Warriors. Oh, my bad. Between the Game Sports in the building. Will, what's up, bro?
Yo, what up? You out of there?
Yeah, man. I was just spitting my heart, man.
I thought you were just streaming it. I mean, just had the Gamecast going. I thought you probably at the workhouse.
Oh no, man! I'll spill my guts. I'll spill my guts, man. Spilling my guts for no reason.
Oh my God!
So
But now,
what
can I
your
want to
thoughts so far, man?
say, I ain't really seen much of the series. I ain't even watching it now, but I can kind of, get the feel of the game from what's going on. And you said that Boston is young, but people got to remember these dudes been together since day one. They reached the Eastern Conference Finals their first year together. So the year they young was their first trip to the finals, and that's a different level. You up it a notch. But these dudes have been together for a pretty good minute. That core between Tatum, Brown, Marcus Smart, crazy ass, and them picking up the forehead bandit over there. I can't think of his name right now. Good Lord.
I say it for you. They may be young, but they ready.
Picking up Derek White from San Antonio, so he has that Popovich pedigree background, so he ain't really tripping.
Yeah, he's playing his ass off right now, man. He's been a difference maker defensively.
Yeah,
he's been a matchup problem because Golden State's giving him a lot of open looks, so he's facing the floor very well. I gotta say.
Yeah, and that's what NBA players are supposed to do: knock down open shots. And you said it was who was that? They said that ESPN said they had 41 of their threes last game was considered open. I mean, 38 of their 41 threes was considered open. Shit, you're supposed to knock that kind of stuff down.
You have to. You have to knock those down.
Golden State has been very fortunate in the years that they have. They've been blowing out a lot of games in the playoffs. This ain't nothing new. With their collapses that they do have, they lost by 50 damn near to Memphis earlier these playoffs. When they're up, they're up, and then they putting on the show. But when things get tight a little bit, things get on their ass, they seem to kind of fall at the wayside sometimes. So I'm not surprised that Boston is competing. Udoka is doing a hell of a job with their group.
Absolutely.
So
and I'll say this: Golden State is known to play with their food, like how cats do. Cats play with their food. Golden State is known to be doing that. They're notorious for that. So yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Like I said, man, Boston been right on the cusp of this thing for the last couple of years. They ran into, that LeBron James fella for a couple of times.
Facts.
But it is what it is. So I feel like this is their moment, man. I don't know what Draymond's doing, but I hear him. I've seen him all on Twitter this week. We're going to be fine. Those guys are not going to hit those shots, this and that. But he forget that was the same thing people were saying about them, their first championship run. And Golden State can't keep shooting like this. No way they can keep shooting. And so look like the cows are coming home to feed.
Correct. And so right now we're at 50-48 so far. Jayden Brown with an ill-advised three. Draymond Green with a terrible foul on him. Draymond, what are you? That is horrible. That is a horrible foul. Like, as anybody would tell you, man, just tall up. Put your hands up. You're 6'7", 6'6", whatever. Just tall up, man. Draymond always Draymond does this shit, man. In my opinion, Draymond cost him that 2016 championship, man. Losing himself emotionally to LeBron James. And they lost game 5, and then they came back and lost the series. Obviously, we all know how that played out. So, Draymond, at this point, Draymond is who he is. He's 31 years old. You ain't going to change the mindset of a 31-year-old man. But it's unfortunate, man, that he puts his team in these situations because he can't control himself mentally, man, emotionally, rather.
He's very, very emotional, dog. You remember we used to play? You remember we used to play in the Midnight League and then
Hurricane. I already know what you're talking about. I already know where you going with that. Hurricane all the way. I love Hurricane. Shout out to Hurricane, man.
God, dog.
All the way.
All the way, dog. Like, Draymond's too old to be acting like that, dog. Like, he's too old. But like you said, he is who he is. He's 31. So he ain't going to change. But he definitely puts his team in bad situations all the time. For all the good that he does. Same thing with Marcus Smart. All the good that they do.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
And then you turn around and you be like, dude, what the fuck you think, dog? You've been in the league too long to be doing this.
You've been too long. Hey, you tell no lies. And shout out to the new people following. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Also, Between the Game Sports, man. We out here. We're gonna give you commentary for the rest of the game. So just so you hear from two former hoopers, man. So if you guys don't know what we've done, 2 Division I former basketball players. So we're gonna give you our perspective thus going forward. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Hey, who Draymond to be on Weight Watchers? That's all he gonna do is watch that weight. That's all he gonna do.
Draymond is one of them athletic dudes.
There you go. Athletic MFers. That's crazy. I love how they keep bringing Steve Javie in. So right now they're reviewing the play. I know the Gamecast is a little ahead. But Draymond Green, man, I just don't understand. Well, I understand why he does what he does. He likes to get inside people's heads, but I just think sometimes he don't think ahead on the level that he thinks that he's thinking ahead. And that leads to putting his team in adverse situations. So yeah. I hate to see it, man, sometimes. And I've been a Draymond Green fan since day one. Literally day one. And I'm also the same Draymond Green fan. When people try to propel him too high, I'm like, no. Draymond Green ain't the next coming. He's not. He's a great role player. And that's it.
And this is why people need to understand now getting drafted into the right organization in the right situation is key. Like Draymond is going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. And if he was with any other organization, hell no.
And then people start trying to say, well, Draymond Green can't leave the team 2 years ago. I'm like, okay, of course, because he's a role player. Of course. What else you expect?
That's how I know people just be talking, bro. Just be talking. Yeah.
Go say on Twitter they would call him Westbrook Riri Russ. I already know where you're going with that. Hey, I'm a Lakers fan and I agree with that. I endorse that message. So that's the game. Klay Thompson with a 3-pointer top of the key. No good. 40 seconds to go. Jason Tatum takes the ball off the left side of the court. Klay Thompson defending. Oh, horrible shot. Horrible forced shot. See, you know what's funny, man? Your boy Tatum be taking too much of that mama juice sometimes.
Yes.
Kobe's my favorite player. He is the dog in Charlotte, Reggie Johnson for that phrase. But sometimes Tatum be taking some ill-advised shots, man, thinking he's Kobe incarnate, man. I ain't falling for that, man.
Yeah, man. He
nice rebound, Jason. Andrew Wiggins, nice. Go ahead.
He's going a little too far with that stuff, man. I mean, I know you want to pay homage and all these other things. Kobe meant a lot to you, but come on, man. It's getting. I don't want to say to that level because Kobe was on the level of single white female towards Jordan.
He's a dog.
Dang, I'm trying to think of a person that's just obsessed with somebody in a movie.
Well, Kobe was obsessed with Jordan. Man. He would try to mimic the walk, the talk, the gum chewing.
Single white female.
I ain't seen that.
Yeah, the lady was basically like stole that whole woman style, like haircut and all that other stuff.
I'll give you one. The incredible Mr. Ripley.
Yeah. Okay.
He wanted to be that guy literally, and he killed him and tried to get with his woman.
Yeah.
So Leonardo DiCaprio's in that movie. It's a great movie. Y'all have never seen that. The Incredible Mr. Ripley. Y'all check that movie out. It's somebody that you stand so hard you want to be them, and you literally would remove them to be them. So y'all check that movie out, man. Great movie.
And then I also wanted to get on the point that you made about Jordan Poole, and it's interesting because I was at an AAU girls tournament today, and I just see these parents and I hear these parents' conversations, other teams, and I hear these conversations between parents and their kids, like, man, I told you this and that. You need to go out there and get this this amount of numbers, this and that. And that Nick Wright came and said yesterday or 2 days ago something about if I was Steve Kerr, I'll ask to check Jordan Poole's phone number. I mean, check his phone for MVP text, finals MVP text. And that's just very, very true. Like, you can tell that he wants is his time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, dude, you have to ride this wave, these 3 Hall of Famers on your team, man. And you just plug yourself in here and there, man, get you a championship. That's it. After that, you get paid. They either gonna pay you or they're gonna ship you out, and somebody else is gonna pay you. Or you get you a championship ring. Either way, man, just go with the flow.
You know what? Jordan Poole reminds me of Jordan Clarkson, a guy who came through the lower ranks, had a lot in his bag. I mean, you can go light skin; they look alike, in my opinion. But you know, they got that chip on their shoulder because they were marginalized to start off, and then they come in and they overdo it. Like if you seen Jordan Clarkson, he's been overdoing it forever. He started with my Lakers, then he went over to the Cavaliers, then he went over to the Utah Jazz, where he is now. Over tatted up because he has something to prove, and I don't begrudge him for that. But what it kind of shows me, you might be a complimentary piece who has such a big chip on your shoulder that you think you're a primary piece. And I think that may be what Jordan Poole maybe is. He's trying to do, in short verse, you're trying to do too much too soon. And that may lead to you not understanding totally what you are. And you may have an inflated sense of self. Nothing wrong with that, but one of the biggest things that's important with this thing that is professional sports is knowing who you are, knowing how you come off, knowing what you mean to the game. And I think Jordan Poole may have some identity issues, which is normal for a 22-year-old guy. That's normal. Mm-hmm. So when people say he's going to replace Clay, I'm like, well, Clay only 31. I mean, you ain't really done to about 34, 35.
Yeah.
So I wonder how delicately Golden State's going to deal with that paradigm. And shout out to everybody who's new to the channel. Shout out to everybody who's new to the stream. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button to me in Between the Game Sports, man. We're going to give y'all this rundown the whole way through the rest of the game, man. So, but go ahead, Will.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man. And Golden State has a lot to figure out. Like I said, man, they I think one of your past streams, I said they have become like a super organization. Like they're not a super team. They're just a very well-ran organization coming from that Steve Kerr coming from that San Antonio cloth, that they kind of know how to plug pieces in here and there. But they have a lot of decisions to make with Poole, Clay, what's the young kid name? Kuminga. Like they're gonna have to start getting these dudes more and more time, and so that means
don't forget about
Wiseman. So there is a lot to figure out. And I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure out. They're probably gonna be good for another 4 or 5 years. So they're not going anywhere for folks who think. And I was wrong because I did a stream about this when last year about them. Should Steph consider leaving the Warriors or whatever like that? Because I didn't know Klay Thompson was gonna eventually get back to what he is. Because those are two serious injuries that can basically end your career. So I was completely wrong about that.
Well, I want to hear your answer to Ghost's question. He says, "Hooping Between Game Sports. What do you think the Lakers are going to do this offseason?" I'll let you start off.
What can they do? I know they've been bringing in a lot of dudes as far as like, you know, pre-draft workouts and stuff like that, but they don't have a lot of room for error. Like, you know, next year is probably it for them being a championship contender. So what do? Do you sell this in? Do you try to trade some pieces? Do you try to get something for Anthony Davis? It's going to be tough, but who can you get for Anthony Davis? That the Lakers don't have the advantage anymore of being that star attraction. Like, we're going to get the stars no matter what, because everybody in the league right now know the Lakers are down. So why try to help them anymore unless the NBA steps in and some conspiracy theory happens? But they have been very fortunate to get all these free agencies over the years and win championships. But the rest of the league now knows that the Lakers have nothing to bargain with. So why, if I'm a GM of another organization, I'm not helping you at all. So I don't know who they can get. If you want to be a instant championship contender within the next 2 to 3 years, I don't know who you can get out of that. There's no one. Am I still on?
Yes, sorry for the delay. I had to go to the restroom real quick. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, the Lakers, the reality is we got a lot of, not penalties, but handicaps with us building going forward. Like you were saying, nobody's going to do us no favors, man. Those days of Jerry West showing us love for that trade for Paul Gasol, for Kwame Brown, and else, the Memphis.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Smush Park was in that trade or something. Somebody was in
it. Ain't nobody gonna do us no more favors like that. Well, now the Grizzlies did get Marc Gasol out of that, who was unproven at the time, who was our second round draft pick, obviously the brother of Marc Gasol, of Paul Gasol.
Yeah.
So luckily Memphis, they hit on that, and they got a franchise level guy for them. However, the writing's on the wall, man. We won't get a draft pick in a few years. Well, first round draft pick at that.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a vulnerable state, and again, like you're saying, nobody's gonna help us, man. So to answer Ghost's question, the Lakers, man, we have to ride out what we have. We have to go with Russell Westbrook. Nobody wants him. And I see that they don't want to give up any more draft picks, which I agree with. Like, if we got to go through one more year of just pain of watching that, matriculate, then it is what it is. We made our bed when we got Russell Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
We made our bed. So if we got to lay in it 2 years, then so be it. We'll lay in that bed for 2 years. And we're going to have to get past the LeBron James era, and we're going to have to just get back to, we never do organic stuff. So hopefully maybe like a Paul George wants to come over, in 2 years or so. But yeah, man, we just gotta figure our identity out as far as a front office, from a front office standpoint. So we gotta figure out what we are. We gonna keep trying to put these old dudes together and stick with LeBron, or we gonna dip and go back to rebuilding. So that's hard to say, man.
Yeah. Now, if you can get a new and improved, from a physical standpoint, but more of a mental standpoint of Anthony Davis, then you might be all right for a couple years. But we have not seen that yet of him being just the guy. Like, dude, I'm the best power forward in the league, or I'm top 2 in the league. Like you show one game, but then the next game you're floating out to the 3-point line, you're flailing, you're doing the Dante Jackson move, and you're landing on the ground and all this other good stuff. All this other bad stuff. That's why he continues to be hurt, because he's too damn big to be flying on the ground. Same thing with Joel Embiid. You're doing all this flopping and flailing. Now you land on the ground every single time. That's why I like Embiid, but I'm not a big fan of him, because he does do a lot of that.
I will argue Anthony Davis is built like Bambi. He's just a wispy built guy. His chest goes forward. His legs are long. He's not built to last. He's not built for a tough. You know what I'm saying? Like to quote the famous truck, slogan.
Yeah.
He's just built like Steve Urkel at 6'11". Like, I never seen a dude who twists his ankle so frequently. Like,
wow, but that's because he's flailing. Like, he has no control. Like, once he goes up, he has no control over his lower body. Damn, excuse me. A lot of that has been, freak accident. But a lot of that is caused on him, too. Doing all that bullshit. You want to float to the 3-point line. You need a jab step. Every time he jab steps, I know it's a 3-point going up. Anybody falling for that fake ass step.
He does reveal his hand. I agree with that. But I just think his body, he ain't built around tough like NCCU Dodge. He ain't built around tough. Shout out to Dodge owners in the building, man. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to isolate y'all out there. Lakers might as well call Reggie Evans for retirement. Exactly. Had that boy go out there just hurt the best player, man.
No,
they gotta have some tactics.
They need some toughness, man. But I knew the Lakers was in trouble, and it's just because I don't like this guy. I don't like the way he plays. I don't like the way he looks as an NBA player. But I knew they were in trouble when they signed Kent Bazemore.
You definitely got something against Kent Bazemore.
No, and I shouldn't now, because he's a professional athlete now. But it's like, he looks just so. I've said it many. It looks so uncomfortable being an NBA player. Like, you're not supposed to look uncomfortable.
Yeah. I liked Bazemore the first go round when he played for the Lakers when we had Kobe. Yeah, and I hate to say this about any brother, but he been stealing NBA money for a minute now. It is what it is, dog.
Shit, add him to the list. Shit, Otto Porter Jr. I said this on your last stream. Otto Porter Jr. I don't know how he got that money from Chicago, but him going to Golden State was the best thing ever happened to him, because he was damn near out the NBA. Like, he was almost unbearable to watch in Chicago. Dude. I'm just like, when I was watching him when he was with the Wizards, I'm like, dude, he's not that. Dude, why is he getting his bag like this?
Yeah. Well, Otto Porter Jr. represents. Oh, I see Alonzo Ball commercial. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. So Zoe's gonna be on this Bullet Train video, man. Shout out to Alonzo Ball doing his thing. You know, this channel is very big baller brand friendly over here. But you just talking about what you just talking about? I lost my train of thought.
Porter Jr.
Porter Jr. Yeah, so he represents that archetype about 6'8", 6'9", long wing that can kind of just shore up your. He reminds me of Tobias Harris, that same type of archetype. And you would think that type of player would be perfect for anybody because you just kind of defend, corner three, every now and then get your pump fake hard to the rack. And shout out to everybody. We got 11 strong in the building, man. And so if y'all new to the channel, y'all hit the subscribe button for me and Between the Game Sports. Man, we out here giving commentary for the whole duration of the rest of this game. You know, because YouTube be hating, so we can't put the actual game in. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah. So, Ghost says Kent Bazemore, a.k.a. Hypersonic, trained through his gap teeth. He's terrible. Yeah, man, Ghost be going hard, man.
Ghost got it in for everybody, man.
Especially Jared Dudley, man. Jared Dudley got an enemy he don't even know about. Shout out to Ghost. So, man, takeaways so far, man. We're at 52-50. The Golden State Warriors are up on the Boston Celtics only by 2 points. Something I've seen so far, man. Again, the Warriors are going to figure out. Now, I will say Steve Kerr has adjusted his lineups. One thing that lost him the game one, in my opinion, was in the fourth quarter having that low IQ lineup out there, and they gave that 12-point lead up. And if I was Steve Kerr after the first 2 buckets, I would have called a timeout and I would have put some more guys out there. I'd have put my IQ guys out there. I think that's what Steve Kerr fudged up because when he tried to throw Steph and them back in, the momentum had taken over, and it was done by then. So, any takeaways so far in total, man, as we about to approach the second half?
No, I'm just kind of looking at the box scores right here, and I see, Tatum is 7 for 15 or 16, something like that. He had 21 points. Jaylen Brown is 4 for 12 with 16. Marcus Smart is out there stinking it up, 1 for 6. But again, here you are, Golden State, you're at home. The main guys for Boston aren't shooting the best, especially Brown is 4 for 12. But you're only up by 2. And that last game, I think they were up, 2 at halftime. And then you come out. And the main thing for most folks, they have to understand, Golden State at home especially, third quarter, they're going to come out with a vengeance. So if you can withstand that storm and stay within striking distance, you always have a chance against them in the fourth quarter. Because
say, can you stand the rain?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Louis Dixon, man. But Golden State has lost like their 8 or 9 last home games in the finals. That's not a good look.
No.
Not a good look at all. You lose two against Cleveland, or 3 straight to Cleveland. You lose against the Raptors, and then now you're back here with the Boston at home.
Wow. Here's a stat for you. Klay Thompson, 2 points, 1 for 8 at halftime. Yikes.
Yeah. And we all know Klay ain't gonna stop shooting. So
yeah.
He's either gonna get hot or he's gonna stay continuously cold.
Shoot. So, all right, we're coming back into the second half. I know the game chat is a little bit ahead of my TV because I'm streaming, you know what I'm saying, that they get it how you live style. If you can read between the lines. Mm-hmm. So right now, Jaylen Brown brings the ball up court. Dribble handoff to Marcus Smart. Jason Tatum up top, pass it back to Jaylen Brown. Drive through the middle, pass to Williams. Jaylen Brown up top of the court, corner 3. Pump fake. Oh, foul by Draymond. Why are you fouling Marcus Smart in the corner for a 3, dog? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Marcus Smart a big corner 3 threat?
No, he's not. Most of his shots come from top of the key or on the wing.
Come on, man. Like, what are you doing? All right, so defensive rebound, Steph Curry, pass up to Klay. Klay takes a rush shot. Damn, man. Klay shoots some bullshit. Wiggins in the offensive glass, does not go. He's the deck. Passes up to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart sizing things up. Bounce pass on the wing, which Coach Casper would hate. Jaylen Brown layup, tied 52-52. So I know I'm a little bit behind. I know they're probably going to score in this possession.
Yeah. That'd have been an instant sub.
Man. Steph Curry come off the high ball screen from Andrew Wiggins. Drives the paint. Layup, easy work. Yes, sir. Boston Celtics takes the ball out. Marcus Smart brings your ball up court. Jason Tatum the ball at the top of the key. Pass to Al Horford at the free throw line extended. Hook shot, horrible. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is rolling his grave. Terrible.
The grave, he's not even in yet.
Bro, he's not even in the grave yet. When he get there, he's going to roll. So, E-Black TV, shout out to E-Black TV, says, Warriors.
Oh, Black.
And
I see Al Horford he's taking one shot. He's taking one shot.
Man, so what the Warriors don't want him to do is get hot because he's savvy. Like last game, he got hot in the fourth quarter. He the ugly ass push button shot he got. Anyway, dribble handoff from Kevon Looney to Klay Thompson. Hard drive left. Another miss. He's 1 for 10. Boy, you looking bad out there. You take the headband off or something. I don't know, man.
He got to go. He got to cut the hair next year and take the headband off. He got to go back.
Yeah.
This 1970s headband he got.
Yes, man.
Looking like Airwack out there.
Airwack with that weak ass head wristband to go with it, with armband. Shout out to Klay Thompson. I respect your game, man. You look a little bogus. You look like the man from Tropical Thunder out there. Jackie Moon. You like Jackie Moon out there, sir.
Oh my God. Now he got next opening day, media day for the Warriors. He got to come back with a new look. With the old new look.
Thanks. The old new look. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. All right, so Andrew Wiggins steps out of bounds with the baseline drive. Oh, well, no, Williams the third fouled him. He went to Texas A&M, right?
Yeah, and them kids.
Yeah, super athletic guy. I knew he would be fine. I actually said he would be there. DeAndre Jordan incarnate for the Celtics. And it's good to see this brother doing his thing. We need John B back. Yeah, you gotta go back to the John B look. I agree with that. Klay got an identity crisis.
Yeah, we got something going on. Man.
Rebound, Andrew. Now, hey, I would say this: Andrew Wiggins can't finish to save his life, but he has been hitting that offensive glass, man. Andrew Wiggins is doing his damn thing, man. He's been with what they hoped Harrison Barnes have been. As far as attacking the glass, being a perimeter player. So I got to give Andrew Wiggins all the love and adoration. This challenge. Okay.
He's a hell of an offensive rebounder. But, man, Harrison Barnes wasn't as athletic. I mean, he was a lot stronger, that's for sure. But Harrison Barnes, he couldn't buy a basket that.
When they lost, absolutely. Yeah.
Buy a basket, dude. I'm like, good Lord, dude. Like, coming from
what are you doing?
A little more mentally tough than that, he couldn't buy. That's goodness gracious.
Yeah, no, he played absolutely horrible. So I know I talked about Draymond Green blowing that series, but your boy, God damn it, I just said his name, Harrison Barnes. It low key was his fault they lost that series. Harrison Barnes played awful with a capital A. All right, so we caught him now. Scored 59-52 in the last scene. My stream with by Draymond Green pass to Klay. Finally, Klay. Goddamn, Jackie Moon with the three from the left corner. Bang. Jackie Moon with the three. So Klay's making this look to the face. I'm like, dog, you're 2 for 11 for the game. Stop it, sir. Stop it.
I'm saying that though. So there's Warriors running in the third quarter. They've already scored 9 points.
The signature of the Warriors run, absolutely.
The Warriors run. You gotta withhold that storm or whatever. And like I don't know why teams don't try to. I want to say not slow down the pace a little bit, but stop trying to go shot for shot with them on three, especially in the third quarter. Get to the rack, get fouled, get some free throws in. You make them take the ball out. You come out, you try to compete with them on threes and shit. Next thing you know, they flying up and down the court. Now you got Steph trying to hype up the crowd, goddamn mouthpiece hanging out the side, sick of looking at it.
Black, see you watch this on IG Live, man. Not necessarily. I'm watching it on certain websites that don't comply with the NBA standards and protocols. Let me put it that way.
I've been there before.
It's a little bit behind. That's funny.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Ain't got time for all the other crap.
Like Kanye West said, I gotta did what I had to did. So salute, man, everybody on the stream, man. Y'all hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button. Let's get some more people in here. Appreciate y'all so much for patronizing this. I hope y'all appreciate the commentary of me in Between the Game Sports, two former Division I basketball players. Trying to give you perspective based on the way we view it, man. So I hope y'all appreciate y'all picking up what we putting down out here. Shout out to you, man. E Black, y'all subscribe to my guy too, man.
Yeah, he does. He has a very good channel, man.
Huh?
I say he has a very good channel.
E Black TV has a really good channel, man. I met this brother at the Manosphere meetup last December. Hey, E Black be talking about some real stuff, man. And it's a good channel to follow if you're about social issues, if you're about like daily issues, marriage, history. E Black is your guy, man. So y'all follow my guy, E Black TV. Straight up. And if you want to, you're enjoying the content, you can bless that super chat. You can hit that Cash App EC hashtag $CFranks11. If you want to do that, you're not obligated to. But if you want to show appreciation, I'm not going to stop you from your right to show appreciation, God dog it. Because y'all know all people channels, and I always donate to people channels because I believe in supporting good content. So, you're not obligated, but if you want to, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. So who is
Magic Johnson in conference trophy that they give out now?
Say that again.
Like the Magic Johnson award for like conference champion, like the MVP of the conference championship.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, it's all right. It's a nice gesture. Nothing to brag about. But again, we grew up in an era where they didn't have that, and I can see why some folks wanted to have that type of award, but it really, it doesn't mean nothing to me. And I see they went with Magic and Bird, rightfully so, but there is the argument that they literally could have named the Eastern Conference Finals trophy to LeBron James, since he's the most, he's the most relevant athlete from that Eastern Conference era that, going forward with these younger kids, they will remember him way more than they will remember Larry Bird. You can't name it the Western Conference Finals trophy to Kobe because he already has a trophy named after him. All-Star game. So, it might have been a paying homage to the older guys for 75th year anniversary of the NBA. It doesn't move me either way.
Well, I would say this. Magic and Bird saved the NBA.
Yeah.
They really did. In the 80s, y'all don't know, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird saved the NBA straight up. So I'm not mad at them paying homage, on the back end. So, all right, so we're back into the game, 59-54. I know, dang, I'm about 5 points behind. That's okay. Andrew Wiggins passes to Draymond Green. Klay Thompson come out the curl cut to Kevon Olajuwon Looney. Not so much. That's what teammates call him, so I'm going to call him what the teammates call him. I'm going to call you Klay. I'm going to call you Klay. So.
Man. Kevon Looney did what exactly what he was supposed to do in the last series. Who was it? The Mavs did exactly punishment.
18 with the close. I go, Steph Curry, step back three, bang, in your face. 62-54. I know it's a little bit again ahead of where I'm at. Marcus Smart, top of the key, pass to the corner to Jaylen Brown. Al Horford posts up on Klay Thompson. Oh, it should be easy money. What you got? What you got, Al? What you got, Al? Okay, he's backing up. He's not getting nowhere. Oh, you look like a finisher trying to back up a for your 2K heads. Oh, Klay Thompson. I couldn't get with that analogy quick enough. Klay Thompson with the transition layup, 64-54. Okay, interesting. Ime Udoka is choosing not to call a timeout. He let his guys play through the moment. I like it. Dribble handoff from Williams to Al. Goddamn it, Marcus Smart. Oh, Kevon Looney say, "Get that shit out of here." Kevon Olajuwon say, "Get that shit out of here." Hold up. Salute Cool Kamasi in the building, man. Good brother, man. My guy. He says the panel, the chat. What up?
What's up, man?
NCCU Dog 98 says Warriors need to maintain intensity. Yes. But like we were just saying, though, this is the
what they do.
Third quarter is what they do.
Yeah, this is what they do, man. They rarely. I mean, and it's very, very hard to keep that same intensity, man. Like for folks who don't understand that basketball is most definitely a game of runs, and these other dudes are professionals too, man. So at some point, that pride does kick in, and so and they know the Warriors will let off the gas. Any team that watches them or plays against them, eventually the Warriors can let you back in.
Absolutely.
What they do, and especially in the 3-ball era, man, you hit 2 threes in a row, shit, that lead is wiped out real quick. So
absolutely. So Cool Kamasi says knew the Warriors was going to win this one. Just going to settle. Well, it ain't over yet. They were up 12, if you remember, last third quarter, so we can't say that yet. But thank you, Kamasi. Thank you for coming through, brother. All right, so go ahead, Will.
I was just saying Boston only has 8 points coming out of the halftime with 6:50 something left.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good start to the third, man. But I think they'll be all right, man. But again, my thing is when teams go on the road and they win a game on the road, then like they relax sometimes. It's called that. I don't call it a trap game so early, so people fall back and be like, okay, well we got 2 at home. Oh man, your goal is, especially in the finals, though. Your goal is to win every single damn game.
Yeah. It's crazy how the shit is on the intricacy level. Absolutely. Oh, Mike Brown. Shout out to Mike Brown finding a job every goddamn every quarter. Mike Brown gonna find you a job.
He been hanging around, man. I ain't mad at him, dog.
Get that money.
Get as many jobs as he can. Yeah.
So, all right. Oh, Al Horford driving layup scores 56-65. Golden State Warriors up. E-Black TV says Golden State in 5. Now, that was my original prediction. Now, I think I kind of softened up to Golden State in 6. I don't see 5 no more.
Yeah, I don't think 5 is going to happen.
I give him props. But that definitely was my original prediction. Oh, Lord. Steph Curry with the – does it count? A floater. It was a half-hearted floater. They waved it off. Okay, all right. Boston's bench is terrible. Yes, they have no bench. Absolutely. Ghost says, can you ask Winning Game Sports the Lakers need to sign his favorite NBA player, Wes Matthews, next season? Mr. Otero, that's funny.
No, they don't need to bring him back. They tried that too. Wesley Matthews, he's had a good career, man. I'm not mad at him. He need to go and call it up.
He had a good career, man. It's time to call it up. There you go. That you summed that up perfectly, sir.
Go and call it up, man. Done with him.
Is Mike Brown entering Tex Winter terribly? I'm sorry. Is Mike Brown entering Tex Winter's territory with the ring? Oh, okay. Oh, maybe. I think Mike Brown is just a better assistant coach than a head coach, man.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. Folks need to understand. If you've never been a coach, man, or AU, high school, whatever it may be, it's a whole different ball game when all the pressure is on you.
Absolutely.
You're a coach, man. Nobody blames you for the losses. Nobody comes and interviews you. When you that head and that spotlight is on you, man, it's a totally different pressure, man. And some dudes are just really, really good at being an assistant coach. Man. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
And in reality, is a lot of guys, if you ask them, like off the record, they would say they're more comfortable being an assistant coach. And it's because just what you said. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's better to be an advisor to the head, voice than to be the head voice. Because when the head voice, if you are wrong, you get all the smoke. We got a technical foul from who? Emi Udoka. Oh man, he's trying to get his guys fired up. So on my television vantage point, it's 67-56. I know I'm a little bit off. So Emi Udoka just got a technical foul. My screen just froze. Let's see if we can get that back going. Come on now, doggy. Okay, we're back. So Ghost says, will Frank Vogel ever get another job in the NBA? Of course he will.
Yeah, that's a revolving door, man. Like the dude, The dude he won an NBA championship 2 years ago. So somebody's gonna like what he did, man. Like it's just tough, man. The Lakers they stunk from the very beginning. They never were fully healthy. LeBron, I don't know what the hell he was doing most of the season. Anthony Davis was gone a lot. Then now you incorporate Russ, who doesn't have the mental mindset to understand that I need to be more of a traditional point guard, but he's never had to be a traditional point guard. So, literally, nobody has ever told Russell Westbrook. I'm assuming. I'm going to assuming if they did, he basically said, "F what y'all talking about. I'm gonna do me." It looks like nobody has ever told Westbrook, like, dude, you have to be a traditional point guard, dude. Like, especially going to a LeBron James team.
Facts.
You're not as crafty as Kyrie. Kyrie can create his own shot, so his role was a little different. So when he did get the ball, if folks want to nitpick LeBron James' playing style,
Facts.
he holds the ball a lot down to 6-7 seconds, and you can get it to a guy like Kyrie. Of course, he can go make his own shot in 6 to 7 seconds. He can do magical things with the basketball.
Facts.
If you're not that type of a guy, as far as handling the rock, Russell Westbrook. So this was a huge adjustment factor. Hopefully they didn't have some sit down. LeBron and hopefully he didn't invite him to his house and took some BS wine, Taco Tuesdays, and all the other good stuff. They need to have a man-to-man talk, a player-to-player talk, a legend to a kind of a legend talk. Like, this is me. This ain't nobody else. This ain't OKC.
Yeah. Well, let me say this. We just went to a timeout break. They probably back off that. Klay Thompson is stinkage mode, bro. Klay Thompson is shooting bullshit ass shots that you shoot when you're hot. Let's pull his shot chart up right now. Klay Thompson is shooting 3 for 14, 1 for 6 from 3. And he's going about it so cavalier, man. Hey, Klay Thompson, I'm on your ass, Klay Thompson. You shooting some bullshit. Klay Thompson shooting some bullshit. If y'all not watching this game, man, and shout out to everybody who's on again. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Go says I was at my barber in Long Beach, Lakewood area, and man, who the barber and clients be hating on Westbrook. Yeah, they should because he sucks. So we'll play good next year and get traded. What's your definition of good? Like stats? Man, it will know me, man. I've been on Westbrook head for a minute, and I say he sucks. I don't say because he's not a great talent, because he is. Westbrook to me is the epitome of a dumb basketball player. And by dumb basketball player, I mean a guy who does not understand who you are at your stage of your career. You just said you playing with LeBron, Will. You got to be able to play a ball. You got to be able to knock down shoot. You couldn't have come into the season thinking that you was going to still be who you are when you've been on 4 teams in 4 years. But it just shows his poor self-awareness. And I tend to not like guys with poor self-awareness. I just don't. E-Black TV says, Klay building a new Oracle Center with the bricks.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You're going to build another Oracle. That's fair. Yeah. Kukuma said, yep, stats. You know what time it is. NCCU Dog 98 says, Westbrook has always played the way he does. I have no idea why people so exactly. And I've been Will can say this.
Yeah, we've been right there with it.
I've been on his ass since 2012 about how poorly he plays as a point guard. I said Kevin Durant need to get away from this dude, and he did. And you saw what happened. So I'm not Johnny come lately on this take. I'm really not. Kukuma says Westbrook is a more streamlined version of Ricky Davis and J.R. Rodder.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Yeah.
You're going to put some Gilbert Arenas and some Steve Francis in there, like all the one-on-one 6'3" with just bad stuff, you know.
You know what? I blame Derrick Rose. And the fact that when he won the MVP, me interpreting Russell Westbrook who he is, he said to himself, if Derrick Rose can get this kind of attention being a 6'3" guard, explosive, I can do the same thing. But I'm not really blaming Derrick Rose, but I'm just kind of just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
That was kind of the downfall for me with Russell Westbrook. Like, extremely talented, but OKC should have brought in a pure point guard. And if truthfully, they should have just said, James Harden, you be our playmaker. Because James Harden he was a playmaker for OKC as well. A lot of folks don't even remember that. When he came in the fourth quarter, most times he was the point guard and the playmaker for that group in their younger days. But they should have got a pure point guard. Let Russ be the athlete that he is on the wing, man. Like, get out and go. Okay, you get a rebound, it's fine. But when it's time to run a set in the fourth quarter, you go sit there in the corner somewhere. Don't even come up here. Get away. I'd have waved Westbrook off so many times. Like, what are you coming up here for? You know you're not getting it.
Yeah.
You're not getting it. Go get I think somebody said that no, that was cool. Said Frank Vogel may find a coaching job with the Knicks. Yeah, if he wants to go in coaching purgatory, that whole organization is bad. I don't understand the infatuation with the Knicks. I don't understand it. They think they're an overhyped franchise who has 2 championships.
Right.
They walk around. They're kind of like the Texas A&M or Notre Dame. They come from that same cloth. Like, y'all not built like that. Y'all just have hype from history or whatever. But our history is not even great. And them has no.
The 70s.
The Knicks fans, I feel bad for y'all, man. I feel bad.
Black TV says Westbrook is pure athleticism. That ain't gonna fly. Absolutely.
Not in year 12, 13, whatever year he's going into.
Yeah. You got to have some nuance at some point. And Westbrook, if nuance was required, he would be the anti of nuance that ever existed, man. And that's just what he is. And it just fucking. Westbrook says you want to play off. I'm sorry, Westbrook don't want to play off guard. You wonder why? It's because the ball won't be in hands as much. Inquiring minds wonder. Yeah, of course. He only knows how to play one way, which is ball game. And he really is a textbook small 2 guard. That's what Russell Westbrook really is. Literally, he never played point guard until he got to the NBA. Or go say, hey, Hoop, you consider buying the West bricks for the memes. Hoop says the Knicks is Waco Mundo. I'm not familiar with that, man. You gotta enlighten me on that, bro.
I don't know what it even means. It probably means bad.
Yeah, El Mul.
So it stands for stinkage.
Mm-hmm. So, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We got the Warriors up 73-62. We're currently 2 minutes and 36 seconds in the third quarter. So, yeah, y'all tell me, man, what are y'all predictions for the final score? How we looking? We're probably on deck for like 100-point ending point. So, y'all drop y'all's predictions of what y'all think this game will end in.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna cash out $5. Whoever get the final score right, you gotta do it in the next 3 minutes. Whoever closest, you gotta get the final score like close. I'm gonna cash out you. Let's get it.
108.98 Warriors.
From the bleach, basically hell of purgatory. Okay, got you. This is you, dog. Say he's a small shooting guard, not a small making guard. There you go. Cougar Machi says 108.98 Warriors. All right. Oh, so Jason Tatum forced 3-pointer with, hey, man, Andrew Wiggins is worth his weight in gold, man. Andrew Wiggins is worth his weight in gold, man. Great closeout on Jason Tatum. And who would have thought, Will, that Andrew Wiggins would be a specialist?
Yeah. And again, it goes back to everybody can't be that top dog, dog. It's not everybody can't do this. Shout out to our coach, man. Everybody can't. Everybody can't do it. It's one of the, I've said it many, many times, folks that's been on him, but it's one of the truest statements that we've ever heard. And we were just making fun of it as kids. young hot, but it's one of the truest things. Like you can apply it to almost anything.
Facts.
And it's true. Andrew Wiggins was the number one pick, and if you saw Andrew Wiggins high school mixtape, you're like, oh my goodness, he's 6'8".
That's LeBron.
Yeah, you thought, and you thought he was going that next dude, but getting drafted by was it Cleveland or Minnesota? Cleveland, going to Cleveland after LeBron James. That's more added pressure, and they're calling you to the next LeBron James. Everybody's not built from that same cloth, man. And it's so again, going to an organization where you ain't got to be the guy, you can be the third or fourth guy, and then Jordan Poole comes into his own. Now you can drop back a little bit, and you just be yourself. You can look lackadaisical and can't get it out, and still not get pressed about everybody else. Like, well, Andrew Wiggins ain't doing nothing, this and that. He's doing just enough to get noticed and just enough not to get the blame.
Right.
It fits his personality, though. If you see Andrew Wiggins out and about, you probably see, like, well, he's a cool, mellow person, probably doesn't like a lot of spotlight. He's a Canadian person.
And I didn't say beta.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins a beta, man. It is what it is, man.
Yeah,
Be the
best get you a championship, man. You've been paid.
Yeah.
All that's left is getting a championship, man. Like, you can come back home years from now and tell your story, man. I was the number one pick. I did this. I did all that, and I got a championship, and I got paid.
Man, let's do it.
Sign me up. Where can I sign right now?
Facts. I mean, hey, man, if you're a beta, you're a beta. Kukamasa says when he started Kansas, he was a co-star with Embiid. It was him and Embiid were the stars at Kansas. So it was a mixed bag of who you could call the alpha, because if you remember, Wiggins had like a monster game in the NCAA tournament. He like 40 or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Embiid kind of just did his little solid thing. So, you know, if you squint your eyes, you couldn't tell who the leader was, but it was him and Embiid.
Was Frank Mason the third on that group? Because he was in college like 19 years.
Who?
Frank Mason the third. He was the point guard.
Oh, I believe Frank Mason third was on the team. Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga's there for like 19 years.
That's funny. That sounds like Jason White from Oklahoma, the quarterback.
Yeah. Kansas had another dude that seemed to have been there for a long time. He was bald headed. It's probably a couple years ago. I can't think of his name. Good Lord.
But what school?
Kansas. He was a post player. He seemed like he had been there for ages. Oh my God.
That's funny.
Speaking of ages, Drew Timme is still in college somehow, some way.
Who's that?
Drew Timme, Gonzaga.
That dude with that porn stash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still got eligibility, dog. Like how?
That's funny, man. Shout out to him with all 8 years of eligibility. Kugamachi said second best Canadian-born b-ball player of all time, Steve Nash Wiggins. Yes, Steve Nash definitely number one.
There's not many here. Honestly, well,
no, Tristan Thompson.
I would put Jamal Murray over Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, possibly.
As far as now, high school wise, there's no doubt. NBA, I'll probably put Jamal Murray over him.
All right, that's well.
Now again, Warriors up 20.
Okay. I wouldn't put him over nobody we mentioned, but you know he up there.
So all the Warriors fans, they're up 20. They're up 20.
Yep, the Golden State Warriors up 23, 87-64. Hey, man, the Warriors blow this, man. Yo, listen. Listen, man. Listen. Your boy gonna go on a. I'm gonna go nuclear. This team is too good. They had no business losing game one.
None.
They had no business losing game one. I'm going nuclear, man. If they lose the game, I'm going nuclear.
Okay. So, you know, in a way, Draymond might have been right. Because, again, you look at the stats, you see nothing from these dudes. Derek White is 3 for 11. I don't even know Al Horford scored. I think he scored maybe one. But to win those kind of games on the road, you need those type of performances. You need those type of role players to step up.
Nice.
So it is what it is. And then the Warriors have just been fortunate that they have been top heavy for so long they really didn't ever have to depend on their bench to win championships like this. But for the most part, you need somebody out the norm to have a performance that you're not expecting.
Agreed. And that's kind of been their formula, like with guys like Livingston. Oh Lord, Jordan Poole, deep three. Oh Lord have mercy. Lord. Now I will say this. So on my screen is 84-64. I know I'm a little behind. That's a front runner three though.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Poole can do that shit when it's like they're up one. Would he have the nuts to take and make that shot? That's what I worry. Well, not worry, but I wonder. Yeah. So the body chemistry is bad for Boston. Boston might get their doors blown off. Oh Lord, he shot from deep court. Oh, he hit that shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jordan Poole hit a three damn near from the half court line. I'm sorry I'm late. Holy shit.
It's tough.
Oh my God. Yo.
Anybody can front run, man. Like I don't know.
Anybody.
Shout out to anybody, but if people have a problem with that, like you said, would he take that same shot in a different scenario, man? And a lot of people won't. Because it's so easy to front run, and people get on LeBron for front running. People get on Steph Curry for front running. If you played any type of sport, we were in ninth grade, this and that, and we're up 25. We had dudes going between the leg layups, doing a Karl Malone layup. I mean, none of us could really dunk in the ninth grade.
So the B teamer could dunk. He's like the only one.
So it doesn't change when you get to the pro level, man. That feeling still comes out, man. You start feeling yourself. You start trying different crap, man. So this is why I had no problem with Jimmy Butler taking that shot that he did in Game 7, because he would have took it if they was a front runner, if they were up by 20.
Yep.
So that the people are different. So folks who don't understand and that's watching this, there are different types of players in the world, man. Some people are the same throughout, and some people are not. And it just is what it is, man. So.
How they call it, Will? Keep that same energy. So I'm glad that Jimmy had the nuts. Now, personally, I think it's a horrible shot. He's not a particularly good three-point shooter, but he was feeling it. He kept that same energy. And I can't be mad at a guy who trusts his ability more than the situation probably says you should trust it. Because he's one who built himself up to be that way. So I can't – I refuse to sit on Jimmy Butler for that. I actually gave him kudos for that on my channel tab. E-Black says he watching a halftime session. Man, damn near, bro. Killing me softly like Lauryn Hill, man.
Man.
This delay ain't playing.
Right, yeah, that's the worst about the game.
For those
next year, man, I'm gonna have.
Go ahead.
I was saying next year I'm gonna have my shit right, man. There's a couple of channels out here that have it, and they got the scoreboard on their thing.
Oh yeah, they're doing it real.
The digital, all this other stuff. I ain't figured it out yet, but I'm getting very, very close. By next NBA season, when it comes around, man, I'm gonna have my shit right. So I ain't even gotta worry about the Gamecast.
Yeah,
we can put our own shit up there.
Yeah, and this was an afterthought. Well, I want to do it beforehand, and it. Me and my lady were out buying stuff for the new apartment we got, and so I got a little sidetracked. I want to start this off rip, but yeah, we'll start doing these, man. I'm gonna try to get a quicker streak because, like E-Black say, you know, I'm at the halftime show right now. We about to enter the fourth quarter, so you know.
Yeah, he's already started. So if anybody know how to do that out there, know anybody, man, send them my way. Tell them, email me something. I've been trying to figure out, and people be selfish out here in these streets, man. They don't want to give like
in the chat, so someone has the accessibility to that. So yeah, we got Golden State 89-64. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going for the Golden State Warriors. I'm not a Golden State Warrior fan. I just respect basketball at a high level. I'm actually also a Jason Tatum fan, but it ain't his time yet. I want the Warriors to get at least one more before they finish up. Y'all submit those final score predictions. Again, I'm gonna cash app the winner of the close as long as you close, man. If you close by default, like as in you ain't close, I ain't give me shit. But I'm gonna hook that up, man. I'm gonna hook that up.
It don't look like nobody's gonna be close. I see 112, 110, 108, 98. So it's a lot of folks that's off. Boston might not even make it to 95.
Man, I need to do that. The Dudley interview, man. I'm gonna try to get Jared Dudley. Yeah. Hey, Ghost, hit him up on Twitter. He got nothing better to do but talk to us.
Yeah. We'll let you air out your grievances, dog. Let them know why.
Yeah, out your grievances. That's funny. Draymond Green with Jordan Poole, the corner three. No. Rebound Gary Payton. Hey, man, shout out to Gary Payton, too.
Dog. He had a broke elbow, bro.
Man.
The Negro had a broke elbow.
Man, they came back. Al Horford ball up top with Bialisa. Shout out to Bialisa. Bialisa gave them great minutes in the first half when they were floundering a bit. Bialisa is a heady player. He moves like a T-Rex in a T-Rex costume. But he has active hands. He's smart, and I gotta give him his credit, man. Because golly, God did not give him a lot of talent. It is what it is.
Nope. But you work with what you got, man. So you work with what you got. You know what's funny, man? So the one guy in the Facebook group, he's always talking about pay attention to narratives. But this Negro said the other day, like talking about, like he said something smart, then he put pay attention to narratives at the end of it. Said, man, the Warriors will play Gary Payton the second and somebody else for their defense only. No shit. That's what they do. That's what they're on the team for. It's like he really thought he dropped some knowledge for a second. Man, I be wanting to come and like, dude, you stop with the pay attention to the narrative. Like you're straight out of a comic book.
I mean, you know how I go, man. Everybody likes to feel important with their knowledge level, and it is what it is. I just let people rock how they rock. But Golden State Warriors up 93-64.
Yeah, it's ball game.
30 piece, no biscuit. You know what I'm saying? 30 piece, no biscuit.
So I got a question, man. Even for you,
for the support of the channel, Tim with the $20 Cash App. Hey, Cash Apps are definitely not supported. They're definitely welcome. So if you guys want to, donate to the channel, y'all do so, man. We out here giving this commentary for y'all. It's gonna be $CFranks11. Thank you, Tim, for that contribution to the channel, man. We out here trying to do it, man. If you want to super chat, that's cool as well. So don't forget, man. We like to support content that you like. We take time out of our day to try to entertain. You black, I'll be on your shit, Cash Apping, not Cash Apping, but I'll super chat you every now and again. So people who I like, I do try to support their channel in whatever capacity I can. Based on what that bottom line talking about in that bank account. You feel me? So so shout out to Tim for that $20 Cash App. So what you got, Will? I'm sorry if I can cut you off.
No, just a question that people are again starting to spin this narrative, and folks are saying, I think Kendrick Perkins saying, I think other folks said before Perk said it, that if Steph Curry wins this, he wins his fourth title, he is on the level of LeBron James as far as the hierarchy in the NBA world.
No.
What are your thoughts on that? I don't think so.
Way to go, man. And in my opinion, as far as LeBron James, and I like Steph, and I'm not a big LeBron James guy, but I'm not stupid to reality. And reality is LeBron James' legacy is just way higher than Steph. It is what it is. You be out your goddamn mind to compare the two. Now Steph got to I think if Steph won 2 more, but he got to get some Finals MVPs now. That's the caveat. So if Steph, no, I don't think. I'm gonna be honest. Unless Steph won the next 3, there's nothing Steph can do to equate LeBron James. Not even close. Unless he won the next 3, then we can have a discussion.
Yeah, but again, like you say, he's got to put that Finals MVP on his resume. He has to, and he got robbed with the $100 thing. Of course, I still don't know what the hell that was about. But then you come through and you had KD when both of his while he was there. So it's Steph's legacy is cemented for us. He revolutionized in the 3-point line. But as far as LeBron James and the hierarchy of NBA talk, it's gonna be hard, man. And somebody the other day was saying that, on my TikTok, which I hate TikTok. If you got TikTok, find me on there. But they were saying that somebody was like Kobe top 3 in all time, and I'm like, nah, dude. And then somebody said, well, LeBron James will be out with guys like Giannis and they mentioned somebody else. Oh, Steph and all of those. I'm like, dude, do you know for most pundits in the NBA world that the top 10 list will never ever change?
Yeah, it's pretty set in stone.
The top 10 list will never ever change. Like Giannis might have a chance of cracking if he gets
2 more championships at least.
2 more. He has to get 2 more. But I'm like, dude, people still talk about Magic and Bird and Kareem and then most of these dudes haven't played in over 30 years.
But they should still talk about them because people got this recency bias shit. So basically, if you do something in moment, they act like it's the greatest thing they've ever seen. When really, in reality, we've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't pass these guys up who did it already. It's just they had a disservice to be born 40 years before the guys playing right now.
Yeah,
I don't rock with that shit, man. So, and I say honestly, the bubble championship is when LeBron passed Bird. To me, he wouldn't pass Bird. His 4th championship, LeBron passed Larry Bird. Even though Larry Bird is damn near done what LeBron has done with half the time.
Yeah.
3 championships, bad back. What he played 11 years?
I don't remember how long Bird played. He came in what 79, 80.
Here's a talking point for you. If people say Michael Jordan not the GOAT. I've got off my bullshit high horse. LeBron James. I'm saying LeBron James. Michael Jordan the GOAT. Kareem number 2. If you took LeBron James' career, you put against Jordan, and you took everything away that were equal, you would still have a Hall of Famer career with the leftovers.
Yeah.
You would still have 2 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, 4 defensive accolades, first team defensive, and you have like 3 All NBAs. You still would have that shit left over if you took Jordan and subtracted all LeBron's accolades. You still have a Hall of Fame career left over. Ain't that some shit?
That's crazy, though. And for me, I want to read this. I want you to read that comment, man. Shout out to Logan. That's a great comment.
What do you say, man? Logan says, "What it is, Hoop? You are the most underrated YouTuber I've ever seen, and thank you for your dedication for fans and content." I appreciate that, man, because I think I like the fact that y'all like to hear me talk my perspective. I bring on guys. Again, I don't bring a lot of people up on my panels, man. I don't do that shit. But I do it because I want y'all to take some away from this shit. Even if my views don't go crazy, that's fine. I want y'all to take something away from this shit because when you really put that work in and you played this game at a high level, you just see things differently. You just do. And I appreciate you, Logan, because you always been down, man. And I appreciate that comment so much, man. Real talk. Thank you so much, man, for that comment, bro. Because, I ain't gonna lie, it does help you sometimes. Because sometimes when your views ain't popping, you're like, God damn.
I be sitting here all the time like, dude, I need to do this shit. And Lauren be telling me like, dog, what are you waiting on? It doesn't matter if you get 1 or 1,000. I'm like, dude, it's not how hard it is to do a show and you talking to nobody.
Absolutely, dog.
You talking to nobody.
So,
and there's so many people in this lane already that are basically doing what you're doing right now. So it's hard to crack that YouTube algorithm, that YouTube bubble, man. So it's frustrating, man. But when folks make those kind of comments, it makes you want to get into it. But before he said all that, I wanted to say that I feel that we are so lucky to come up in the era that we did. We got a chance to see Jordan at his peak, and then we got a chance to see Kobe we got a chance to see Magic just a little bit. My dad was a huge Magic fan, so I got to see a lot of him. But we got a chance to see all these. So we came up in a perfect era where we can still be objective and understand what's going on, and not have these hot takes or these in the moment takes that a lot of folks are doing. And somebody just said, man, it's the media into you, dog. So, yeah, it's the media, but it's also a lot of folks who have social media who think their opinion is so important or more important than the next person instead of looking at things objectively. Like for me, Magic Johnson, and I might be kind of not objective on this because I watch a lot of him. But for me, you can take Magic and put him as a GOAT. You can take Kareem and put him as a GOAT. You can take Jordan and put him as a GOAT. It's just whoever your preference is. But I'm not gonna force feed somebody, just sit down their throat that because I feel so strongly about it. No, man, that's not what sports debates are supposed to be about. You're supposed to be able to debate and understand each other's sides from different opinions. So that's why I don't invite a lot of people on my shows either. I can't do it. I be trying. I be thinking like, maybe that's the thing, but I'm like, man,
I can't, man. And it's no disrespect. Ain't none of that. I just can't have that silliness on my shit. I just can't. So I bring you up. Either A, I don't know what you're about, and I'm gonna give you a chance, or B, I know what you're about, and I know that you're gonna come with that heat, or at least come with some sensibility. And man, come on up. Say your piece, man. I want people to be heard. I do. I just can't because I hear a lot of, excuse my French, a lot of fuckery. I just can't have it on my channel, man. I don't care if it limits my success. It just does. I can't do it, dog. I want y'all to have this straight Colombian, straight from the source basketball material, man. That good old that Boston George stuff out here, man. So I want to give y'all that straight crack, man, on these streams.
Like Cool said earlier, you can't have that. What do you say, Hicko Mundo?
Yeah, Hicko Mundo on this thing, man. That's why I bring on guys like Malik Rose, who are going to tell you from basketball in the trenches. I bring on guys like KJ Black, who's coaching currently for the LA Rams. I bring on guys or people like Cynthia Cooper, who can tell you that thing straight from the huddle. Like, I don't play that, man. I want you to understand that, listen, man, people who played this at a high level can teach you things at a high level. Not just me. People know it better than me. My guy, Talvin Hester, who's the current head coach at Louisiana Tech University. I coached with him at Prairie View. He was my coach, my assistant coach at Prairie View. So I built these relationships over time, and I just want y'all to know that these are people who I consult with on random times. Like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this series? What do you think about this player? These people who I ask. So I want y'all to get access to that as well via the channel, man. So I hope y'all appreciate that. So again, I gotta give my guy Logan so much kudos, man, because that means a lot to hear that, bro. I really do. Mm-hmm. All right, man. We got Yave in Cine, man. He over there just dropping some all kind of stuff over here. I don't know what you got going, but appreciate you on the screen. I appreciate it nonetheless.
Hey, no way. Hey, I thought my boy out there speaking in code, man. He might be Filipino. I don't know.
Man, whatever you talking about, he go with me.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, K-I-K or K-O-K-O. We don't know. We don't understand you. Oh my God, that's funny. This game is all but over, man.
Yeah, it's all but over. So currently on my screen it's showing 95-70 on the official stream, 95-71. So yeah, Golden State has this in the bag. So let me color commentate for a bit. Your boy Jordan Poole takes the ball out. Draymond Green's posting up right there like he's 7 foot tall, which he is not. Lord have mercy. Look at the tie up. Draymond Green is the most. he play a clumsy brand of up close basketball.
He's another one. If Draymond was down there and ran to the post, talking about give me the rock, I would wave him out the way. That's not your game, dog. Like who you out here fooling? Who you out here fooling? Get out the way. We don't run that. We don't run post up to Draymond, dog.
No. Dog, Clay is shooting. Oh my God. Let me look at plays. Oh my God.
Black say he need to put up 5,000 shots.
Man, Clay, your boy Clay is now. I would say this is a positive sign going forward. That Clay is 4 for 18, 1 of 8 from 3 rebounds, and y'all up damn near 30. I gotta say that's a good sign going forward because you're gonna need a lot more out of Clay. Because now the stat sheet would tell you that Jordan Poole played a good game. I would argue Jordan Poole ain't done shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Poole front ran this game. So now I'm personally I want the Warriors to win. I'm not mad at the Celtics too because I like Jason Tatum. So that's something to sell to your guys because basketball is a big part of psychology. You got to keep selling different ideologies to your guys. So Steve Kerr, I can sell to them like, listen, man, we played a horrible fourth quarter in game 1. We did what we did. We blew their doors off. Clay shot horribly. Jordan Poole is not playing up to snuff. We got this. We got this. And so I think that's a good thing going forward.
Yeah. All about adjustments, man. We'll see. They got 2 days off flying to Baltimore. They play again Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So each team is going to have to make their adjustments, man. And again, some dudes just play better on the road. Grant Williams really giving them nothing. Let's see. Daniel Theis. I don't know why he's on the court. Peyton Pritchard. If it wasn't for Boston's ability to just play straight up defense and they're very, very nasty defensive team, they wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be here in the finals, man. And again, there's always ifs, man. There's ifs, and this is why I do that moment that changed NBA history stuff on my TikTok page because there's so many ifs that goes on. So if Chris Middleton is not hurt, this might be a different discussion because Giannis did enough for his team to be in the Eastern Conference Finals or to be in the finals. He just needed another dude, man. And Drew Holiday, I like Drew Holiday, but he's so frustrated. So frustrated. Sometimes he's locked in, he's giving you 25 and 12, something like that. And sometimes he's just nowhere to be found. I'm like, what the hell, dog? Like, you're too good of a player.
Yeah.
So like this, you put Drew Holiday
E40 sighting. Sorry. I not an E40 water. Ooh. Go ahead.
You put Drew Holiday with the Lakers, and that's a totally different team.
Yeah, absolutely. He's so versatile, man. And he's selfless. He's a selfless, versatile guard. And you name me a team that couldn't use that. And he's not a one of those combo guards who just you kind of typecast to being more of a 2. He can be a point guard if he needs to be. He can be an off guard if he needs to be. He's like one of those rare combo guards that can actually moonlight as an actual piece. Kind of like how Terry Rozier is. Now, I think Terry Rozier is a worse version of him. But Terry Rozier can be a point guard if he need to be a point guard.
Yeah. Rozier, he ill, though.
Because when you juxtapose him against like a Lou Williams is a 2 guard. It is what it is. No point can you say Lou Williams, Lemon Pepper Lou is a point guard. Absolutely not.
I don't know if the dude ever had a career high of 10 assists. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like you can fumble your way into 10 assists at one point, but I know good and well Lou Williams did.
Facts.
I can bet every dollar I got that he ain't getting no 10 assists.
You just like Bobby Jackson, dog. Bobby Jackson, you'll never confuse Bobby Jackson to be a point guard.
Never.
But
Never.
David Wesley, you could. David Wesley can moonlight as a point guard.
Shout out to David Wesley, man. He got one of the worst missed layups ever.
Huh?
I said, shout out to David Wesley. He got one of the worst missed layups ever in NBA history.
Yeah. Now, shout out to your boy. What's our man's with the worst travel of all time? Corey Maggette.
Corey Maggette. Oh my God!
Listen, y'all, if y'all never seen Corey Maggette worst travel of all time, Google it, please.
Google it.
Thank me later.
We should have been on the YouTube a long time ago.
Oh
Long
my
time.
God.
Because we've been doing this crap, man. We just wasn't on camera. Oh my God. And it was, I don't even think they got the original no more when they had to mock disbelief.
Yeah.
I don't even think they got that.
8 steps, then committed a technical foul at the end of it. No, you talking about some gold. Y'all check out Corey Maggette, worst traveler of all time. Y'all type that in. Thank me later. All right, so we had 100 to 78. Let's check out some of the old predictions. Somebody will get some cash app blessing. What y'all say on here? Check some of these scores out. E Black TV said 112, 100. I know you're talking about Golden State. Ghost said 104 to 96. Cool Kamasi said 108 to 98. So let's see who's gonna be right, man. If y'all want to submit now, hell, not too late now.
No. Yeah, 4 minutes. Yeah, I don't think Boston might not make it over 94.
Oh yeah, they got some work to do. Yeah, that's facts. All right, so far, Jordan. So it's good. Golden State has to start out. So Jordan Poole is running point guard right now. Bring the ball up court with a nice blast pick up top on Marcus Smart. Keep on loading. Dribble handoff to Jordan Poole. 3-pointer up top. Bang. So that puts you at 175. This dude number 11 for the Celtics look like a 5th grade math teacher. I don't know.
Peyton
Oh shit! The PE teacher 3, number 30. This white dude. I don't know his name. Who's the white dude number 30?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Bro, they putting the whole education staff out there.
Teachers versus student game, dude.
Versus students. Boy versus teachers game. Oh Lord. Klay Thompson with the signature back down, fade away. It's like if he back you down, you know he fading right. Yeah, that boy is Stiffy McStifton, man, with that look. Daniel Tice up top, dribble handoff to the PE teacher, number 30. Then they got Williams out there, boy. You know what? Shout out to Boston for just knowing when to say when.
Yeah. Pack your bags. Playing, man. So, man, if I'm Jordan Poole's homeboy or his advisor, I'm putting that question in his mind, like, dude, do you want to ride this wave out on a team and you still make some millions and you want to go get paid big time? But we've all seen this story happen before. Dudes have a really good year or 2 years and they go off and get the label as being the man on the next team. Next thing you know, they're nowhere to be found and never talks about it again. So if I'm his homeboy, I'm putting these questions in his head, like, hey man, you was Golden State. Golden State has just become one of the most recognizable franchises in the world right now. Or do you go and you go get your bread? So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
How many 22-year-old guys got guys with insight in their corner? Likelihood is now, bro. You next up, bro. Klay. Mm-hmm. That's the likelihood was in his ear. So I hate that for him because I see a lot of flaws in his game, even though he has a lot of talent, man. Jordan Poole has a lot of talent. But, I was kind of going off of the assessment of watching him in like highlights. But with him watching 2 full games in the playoffs, I don't love him. I don't. He plays in a horrible rhythm. Now, he can go off and it looks good. But again, to me, not hating, just being honest, it's a lot of front run going on. Game. And I think that's dangerous. If you're gonna latch your wheels to that, you gotta understand that those kind of guys can have an ego that can surpass team continuity. Yeah, what you're gonna get. He's only 31 at the end of the day. So the Warriors got a big dilemma on their hands of what they're gonna do with that. Because, like you said, you wish he would have the guys in his ear that's gonna tell the right thing. I would bet my life he probably got the opposite in his ear.
Yeah. Yeah. Not looking back at 22 years old, this and that. Unless they have a strong father figure, if we were in that situation, our fathers would definitely like, hey, what the hell you thinking? You can ride this wave up. Especially with all this easy access to social media thing and money and stuff like that. You better ride this Warriors They passed the Lakers in far as franchise worthy worth or whatever, like last week or something like that. Speaking of Jordan Poole, he just hit like a 30-foot three.
We had 102.78 on my screen. Let's check the live stream from via ESPN. We're at 107.82. Okay, all right, I'm a little behind over here.
Oh,
Okay.
you got Pizza Man is in the game.
Pizza Man.
Yeah. So whatever his name, Totino Pizza Rolls.
Just get on pizza, yeah.
Pizza Rolls.
I don't have a good reason to hate this dude. I just do. I hate his name. Nick Skowski's out there. Oh shit! I know. Oh Lord have mercy, got another white boy out there. Number 40, Ricky Schroeder. Ricky Schroeder.
I'm with you on the Pizza Man. I think I started disliking him when he decided to enter the slam dunk contest.
Scano Pizza, I hate him.
When he entered the slam dunk contest, I was.
Oh Lord, D3 Jordan Poole. Lord have mercy. See now again, to me that's front running. That's front running. Lord have mercy. Look at this dude, the big man for the Boston. Goodness gracious, Ricky Schroeder with the ball. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Oh my God.
Y'all tell me in the chat, man. Who's this dude?
Somebody know it.
I gotta look this dude up.
This ball game guy. Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord have mercy. Oh Lord have mercy. Let me look this roster real quick. Yo, who's this man? Hauser?
Somebody said Silverstein.
Who?
I don't know.
Who this dude? It ain't but so many people on this roster. Is it Cornette? Is it Hauser? Is it Neesmith? Who this dude? To quote your boy Samuel Jackson and Django, who this nigga on this nag?
Oh my God, bro.
I'm French, man. I had to go there.
Tatum had a negative 36 plus minus.
Who this nigga on this nag?
Yeah.
Silver spoon, yeah, straight up. Tatum has a negative 36. Lord have mercy. What's funny, it seems like he had a better game when he was just rebounding last game and assisting.
Yeah.
What and that is reminiscent of Kobe game 7 against the Celtics when he had like 16 points but like 16 rebounds and Ron Artest hit the game winner. Like sometimes it be like that, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's part of learning the process. And then again, I'm not making excuses for him because I said earlier when I first got on, these dudes have been together for a while. But you get a chance to go home and you get a chance to hold your home court. So all you have to do is win 3 out of the next 4. You are NBA champions. So you win 2 at home, them push you in the driver's seat. That's for them too.
Yeah. So great point. The Celtics are up, man. Like they did their job. They stole one. So I think the Warriors have momentum because they had that lull in between the games. I don't think that's going to really translate to advantage for them. I think the Clippers, the Celtics are still trying to learn how to win. I think the Warriors are just kind of getting back into prime form. If I were to guess properly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think this bodes well, but at the end of the day, if we're looking at it from a generic sense, Boston did their job. They came and stole a game. So now it's a series now. Now it's not just the Warriors dictate the terms we're playing in Oakland. So I got to get to what Boston did.
Yeah. I'm be interested to see what Draymond got to say, even though his stat line probably says nothing else.
Steph, 5 for 13, 5 from 12 and 3, 29 points, 5 assists. Good game from Steph, man. I don't think Steph won his game per se. I think the Warriors not being careless in the third quarter and just driving them like we said it beforehand, the signature third quarter run, that won this game. Jordan Poole kept the lead on top. And so, well, no. My unsung hero is going to be Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins got dirty this game. He was on every play defensively. Offensively, I'm sure he didn't light the scoreboard up. Let me go look to reaffirm. But Andrew Wiggins mucked it up. And that, like I said, that's the difference between him and a Harrison Barnes. Or like a KD, that he has selfless action. He played 31 minutes, 4 from 12, horrible shooting, 2 for 3 from 3, had 11 points, but his impact plus 19 points. Hey, Andrew Wiggins did his damn thing, man. So Andrew Wiggins gets my game ball today. And keep on.
Plus 19, plus 24, man, that's easy to do when you're in by damn at 30.
And Clay stunk, and he was a zero. Clay stunk ass this game.
Oh, trash juice.
Horrible shot selection from Klay Thompson. I said it.
Mm-hmm. No, but that's Clay, man. That's who he is, man. We have never seen a guy like Klay Thompson who can get hot like no other. Even I enjoy watching Klay Thompson shoot more than I like watching Steph shoot, because when Clay is on, the net not even moving.
Yeah, I agree with that.
When Clay is on, the net is not moving. And I said it, if it wasn't for his partner in crime, Klay Thompson could possibly be considered the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah. He just happened to have the disservice of playing for a guy who just shoots better than him. Yeah. When he shoot statistically, all time great rather. Yeah. You have the service to play for a guy who just shoots better than you all time. That stinks, man.
It does, man. It does, man. And that's part of the reason why he wasn't top 75. You know, so he got penalized for being in that situation. It's crazy. So he wasn't the first person to happen to. He wasn't gonna be the last. So.
It's rough out here in these streets, man, but the streets are what they are, no matter if you like it or love it. And so, man, before we peace out, man, y'all please follow my brother Between the Game Sports, who held it down for me for the live chat. I'm gonna try to do game 3. We'll see if I can do that, or on your channel, we'll see what we can do. Man, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all hit the like button on the way out, subscribe button. If y'all want to hit the Cash App, you can. If you want to super chat, you can. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all make this fun for me. Because I came in a little bit before halftime, and I know I was a little bit late to the party, but y'all held it down for me in the chat. And that helps me a lot, man, whether y'all believe that or not, man. So, Will, you got anything before we peace out?
No, that's it, man. It was good. It was good.
All right, man. Until next time, y'all, let's let LeVar take us home, and then we out.
Shout out to Hoop Jargon, man. I'm going to add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoop Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's going to grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoop Jargon.
Man, I'm here with my man with Hoop Jargon, the best in the game, man. And you know I only live selected few in my circle. And this is a real dude right here. We gonna get down with the get down.